What's up? Welcome back to another video. Got the cool cap on today, my merch cap. And today what I want to talk about, if this is your first time by the way, welcome. Happy to have you here. Thank you for watching this video. What we're going to talk about today is something that Master Dojo Sensei Ken said. Ken Real is one of the old school merchers from back in 2015, 2016, stuff like that. Who does really well, crushes it. And he has this phrase which he kind of popularized, and it's called fatten your niches. And what does that mean? And how is it relevant to us? So basically, the analogy that he uses is think about niches as a pond with fish, right? And every shirt that you have in the niche, which has a good design and good keywords, is basically a hook in that pond. You try, and getting a sale is catching a fish, right? So the more shirts that you put up, which is called fattening your niches. So you basically, let me give an example. Let's say you're in the flamingo niche. Flamingo shirts sell. And also, yeah, they point blank, they sell. So basically what you could do is say you sell a shirt which says, just a girl who loves flamingos. It's sold, so you're like, okay, that's great. I have one that's sold. Now, how would I create a new product or a new shirt in that niche, which would basically be another hook in there? So maybe you could do now just like flamingos make me happy. Or you could do flamingo themed shirts for kids. Or moms, flamingo mom, right? Things like that. And what you're doing is it's called fattening your niche, because you're giving more different, unique products, increasing your stake in that niche, which is you're adding more hooks, which improves your chance of making the sale. Now, keep in mind, if the niche overall is not making that many sales, it doesn't matter how many things you add to the niche, you're not going to make that many sales, right? You have a ceiling on how many sales you can make. So pick good niches in that sense, right? Now another point is there's a guy who does very well with merch, and all he does is basically he looks at what sold the previous day, and this is just for people who already have shirts selling, right? And what he does is he basically says, how can I make a newer, better, improved aspect version of what sold yesterday? Because he knows there's interest in that shirt. It sold. So he looks at his catalog sales yesterday and makes variations, new ideas, products, things that are in that same theme, in that same niche, and he basically fattens his niche that way. And just doing that, instead of taking, he takes the guesswork out of it and looks at proven sales to build future portfolio growth, right? And he creates these really fat niches that seem to sell, and he does very well just doing around that, right? So that's a really cool way to basically use this strategy, the fatten your niche strategy, to improve your chances of making sales, and also to increase your future sales because you're basically making more of what's already selling. And now it's important to note that fattening your niche is bringing a new design to the market. So now there's this cool tool called Merchinator, and it basically adds filters to your design. Let's say you have this design right here, fatten your niches. It might filter it black and white. It might filter it retro. It might filter it rainbow colors, things like that. Now that could work, but in my opinion, it's not a new product to the market. It's just like subtle variations of what's already selling. If your shirt's already selling, might as well do that, right? But I see fattening your niche as actually bringing new designs to the market, like a totally new phrase. For example, like I said with that, let's say you sell just a girl who loves flamingos. A new design would be one which says I love flamingos with like a different flamingo graphic, or flamingo dad. Right? Just for dads. These are actually new products. So I think I consider that fattening niches as opposed to just slight variations, right? So hopefully that is useful and gives you a sense of how we approach this fattening process. Now, a cool thing I like to do is if you have slots, so if you have like 100, 500 minimum, right? What you can do is you can go wide, and you can do, let's say, I love flamingos, I love beer, I love golf. You basically go wide. And once you make a sale, then you go deep, right? Then you start to fatten that. Let's say you make a sale on a golf shirt, then make tons of different golf shirts, right? And let's say you make a sale on one of those golf shirts, make more golf shirts in that vein, because you just want to do what's already selling. All right, that's it for today. Hopefully that was interesting, useful. Let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and talk soon. Have a great day. Happy Labor Day.